Chair Cantwell, thank you. I welcome our nominees and thank you for your willingness to serve. We've had a conversation with about every nominee that has been in front of this committee since I've been on it, which is now years, in regard to long distance passenger rail service. And several of you are returnees who've answered my question before, so I will ask for you to recommit to long distance passenger service. And I will ask the two others to tell me what their views are on the importance of that long distance passenger rail service. I am pleased that we have a diversity resolved panel in front of us. Diversity meaning geographic, and the president has made nominations that are now in compliance with the law that require there be a broader spectrum than just members of this Amtrak board that live in the Northeast Corridor. So, Mr. Capozzi, when you testified before the committee in 2022, you shared, I'm quoting you, "I support your commitment," speaking of mine, "to the long-distance train service and that is accessible to everybody." Is that still true, and anything you'd want to add to that to further make sure I don't put a hold on your nomination?
That's still true, Senator. Thank you.
Thank you. And the same for Mr. Latham. You answered in response to that, committed. Anything you want to expand that, or any reason that I should have any doubt about your commitment?
No, Senator.
And so that leaves me with the two additional nominees. Mr. Badatory and Ms. Clegg, tell me what your commitment is to long-distance passenger rail service. And tell me, in Kansas, to us, that generally means the Southwest Chief, and in the future, potentially the Heartland Flyer. What should I know about your work on the board that would assure me that that long-distance passenger service is a priority for you? Ms. Clegg?
Chairman Cantwell, Senator Moran, I have been working for the last 3 years to expand the long-distance system. Absolutely, the Northeast Corridor is important to Amtrak, but without the connecting long-distance system, it doesn't serve all of the Americans in the United States. And this is an American system, not a Northeast system. As to the Southwest Chief and the others in the Southwest, absolutely committed to improving service to them, but also to adding service by adding new connecting routes that will make that service more useful to the residents of the Southwest.
That's exactly the circumstance we have in Kansas. Thank you. Mr. Badatory?
Yes, Senator, proponent of long-distance service. A particular example that associated with your state was Southwest Chief. And we worked very hard with Amtrak to ensure that positive train control would be implemented, so ensure that the Southwest Chief would not be bifurcated, if you will, and continue its operation. And I think that the national network and all 15 long-distance trains, okay, naturally require review, not unlike all the state-supported trains and those on the Northeast Corridor. Nothing ever stays the same. Requires continuous review. But it does create a network for this country, and every effort should be made to maintain that network. And long-distance trains play a vital role.
I'm going to take the four of you statements as satisfactory by my standard and look forward to your confirmation on the Senate floor. This issue arose for me, just for a moment of history, when the 6 senators, 2 from New Mexico, 2 from Colorado, and 2 from Kansas met with a former CEO of Amtrak, in which, in an offhand statement, indicated that the plan was to put bus service between Garden City and Tucumcari. It caught me by surprise, and it would absolutely made no sense to me that anybody is going to get on the Southwest Chief in Chicago and go to Garden City, Kansas, and get off and get on a bus. And so this attitude or approach to just, in my view, dismissing Southwest Chief and particularly long-distance service in such a cavalier manner, when there are problems and we're working to provide resources, that means dollars, to the railroads and to to Amtrak to improve that track, but it doesn't mean such a dramatic and actually non-real solution to whatever problem existed at the time. And I'm committed myself to trying to make certain that that kind of cavalier approach would not be supported by any member of the Amtrak board. So thank you for what you had to say, and I wish you well.